Free beer and hot wings in the morning. Grand Rapids rocks all day. 97.9 GRD rocks.
Going to be a hot and humid one again. Some scattered thunderstorms. None of them expected to be very heavy, but they could dump some rain, some much-needed rain. Partly cloudy as it goes on. 90 the high.
Ooh,
73 downtown. So the Griffins jumped out to a 2-0 lead against Syracuse. Syracuse won 2 of 3 in Syracuse, and they returned home last night for a chance to clinch their second Calder Cup. Bob Kaiser, their play-by-play guy, who's one of the best
he's terrific.
Anywhere.
And he's so passionate.
Yep.
And he's been their guy since the beginning, too, right? I believe.
If not very, very close to the beginning.
When I hear him, he sounds like, classic announcer. Like
yes.
I could picture listening to this clip and thinking, my gosh, that is amazing.
Yeah.
He does a great job.
He, along with Larry Figursky, working the games. So the Griffs have a chance to close it out in front of a sold-out house at Van Andel Arena. I mean, way back when the franchise started, when they first said, all right, we're hired and we're going to, or when they were acquiring a hockey team, this is what you envision. That arena rocking, the crowd, that didn't have a ticket, watching it on TV, listening on the radio, following along on social media, and Bob Kaiser with the call in the final seconds as the gloves are about to fly in the air.
Trying to cut in, loose in front, big save, Caro. 3 seconds to go, puck 3, behind the net, we are done! It took 17 seasons to claim their first hockey title. Just 4 years later, the Grand Rapids Griffins are winners of the 81st Calder Cup. Twice in 5 seasons, they are the best of the 30-team American Hockey League. And for the first time in Grand Rapids, 67 years after the dawn of professional hockey in this season, from the Rockets in 1950 to the Owls of the late 70s, and now for the last 21 years, the Grand Rapids Griffins, finally a chance for the city of Grand Rapids to celebrate. They are doing so now, and in a few short moments, for the first time ever, we will hoist a cup right here on the ice at Van Andel Arena. What a scene right now in downtown GR.
It's incredible to see how much it means to the fans, to know how much it means to us, but to see what it means to the organization and especially the players. Because sometimes in minor league sports, the criticism, it probably unfairly, is, well, they're not here very long, so they don't. But they still, to accomplish that as a team is remarkable. It's hard. You had to win 4 playoff rounds against very good teams.
Also,
it's
there's
amazing.
A reason they are professional athletes.
Right.
And it's because they take competition seriously.
Right. Absolutely.
They're competitive in nature.
Mm-hmm. And out comes the staff. Brad Thompson, John Bernal, the coaches, Todd Nelson. How good do you feel for him? 6th full season as a head coach.
Yep.
4 in Oklahoma City. Of course, one of the 5 that he was there, he was summoned by their parent team, the Edmonton Oilers. Afterwards, he winds up in Grand Rapids. What a godsend he has been to this organization. The original Griffin, the first player signed, and he finally has his first Calder Cup as a head coach in the American Hockey League.
Isn't that remarkable?
That is awesome.
Yes.
The head coach, Todd Nelson, was the first player the Griffins ever signed.
That's
back
incredible.
in 1996.
Incredible.
What a cool story.
And then he moves around the AHL and does whatever, and eventually starts coaching, comes back here, and he wins as a coach.
That looks so spectacular. I would love to be at a game like that.
I know. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm so bummed I wasn't able to go. I mean, I could have, but it was just such a super busy day, and I was still so tired from all the travels. I go,
the Preds meant more to you guys.
I can't do it.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fight picker.
Yeah, no kidding.
I tried. No good.
Who are you trolling and why? That was the phone topic earlier. You could have called in then.
Yeah.
The why is what I want to know, damn it.
Yeah.
Why? Why you
Jealousy.
do this to us?
I didn't know what was going on there because I don't know hockey, but man, it was awesome to see everyone get excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
They lost.
Yeah. That's why hockey is so confusing to non-watchers, is because they celebrate losses.
It's like
It's hard to
golf.
understand.
Yeah.
I'm good at losing.
Yeah.
I should
Doesn't
play.
make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, you don't
Not
need to
at
know
all.
anything about hockey to understand a win and a celebration like that, man. It's super cool.
That is incredible. Do you think any of the players are still up? I would guess a lot of them.
Oh, yeah. Still
right
up?
now,
Absolutely.
no. I say no. At 10 o'clock in the morning, I bet they I got to imagine most of them have passed out by now.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That's a
one or
long
two.
time. That's over 12 hours.
But if I had asked a while ago, yes, the answer would
6
have been yes.
a.m.? Yeah, there might have been a few stragglers.
Yeah, you're right.
Some of the younger guys.
Meanwhile, I've seen a lot about this story that Fox 17's Problem Solvers got involved. I think this gym has been mentioned before. I
It
think
has.
they've been a problem
It
before.
has.
We've talked about it.
Everybody hates them.
Well, they were the ones who, I think they did this same thing a couple of times, and then they would just roll memberships over to a different gym so they wouldn't have to cancel them. But people who were going to like a gym at Knapp's Corner,
Right.
they don't want to go to the one in Granville or something along
Right.
those lines.
Yeah, and so then all of a sudden
they just
they find the fine print in the contract has locked them in.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, here's an update Fox 17 did, and they'll kind of recap what they had done in the first part of the story.
17 News.
Welcome back. I'm Christian Frank.
And I'm Janice Allen. Huge response into the newsroom today after a Fox 17 problem solver investigation on a West Michigan gym.
Fox 17's Darren Cunningham says our phones, email, and social media accounts just flooded with multiple new accusations about some questionable business practices. He joins us in the studio with more on this and the response it's getting from Family Fitness tonight. Darren.
Christian, Janice, definitely a massive response, mostly from people unhappy with Family Fitness and a debt collection agency called Swift Funds Financial. Lots of frustration.
A big reaction on our Facebook page. Complaints about Family Fitness vary, but many line up with what Scott Ripma and Crystal Patterson told us yesterday.
I had the same phone number, same email address that I put on my contract I've had it since 2005, and I had never got a call or an email.
They say they were
like he signed up
surprised to
and
hear
never
from a
went.
collection
Well, that would be like most of us. Gym membership.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
agency after canceling their contracts with the gym. Patterson says she was in the process of buying hers out, but the collections agency sent her a bill for just over $2,000.
Whoa.
Kind of hit me like a ton of bricks.
Zachary Stephen was just one of hundreds who contacted the Fox 17 problem solvers after seeing Patterson's story. He says he's in the same boat.
Well, they kept trying to buy it out. So they said, well, for $200, we won't charge you the full $2,000. Don't worry, cancellation fee. And I'm thinking, no, I haven't even been in here the 30 days. I want my 180 back, and let's just forget this happened.
Stephen says he signed up for what he thought was a 3-month membership last July, paying $180 and signing his name electronically. He says he tried canceling within the first 30 days, but learned he'd actually signed a 3-year contract.
Oh, my
and
God.
his non-payment then went to collections.
Oh, boy.
Probably end of October, I started
read
hearing
that
from
stuff.
collections, and I did. I contacted them, pretty much just said, hey, I'm kind of explained. They didn't seem to care. Everyone kept saying this is out of my hands. Go back to Family Fitness. Well, Family Fitness, I'd contact them. Hey, this is up to the collector. We've released it to collections. It's out of our hands.
And I heard back from
What a
Family Fitness
scam.
Corporate today. They say the customer service is excellent. And while a number of people
Well, it doesn't
complained
seem
that
like
they
it.
heard nothing from the gym until it went to collections, Family Fitness says they actually sent an email within 30 days of not receiving a payment, then called the person for the next 2 months. And then they say once them collecting the money is past due, 110 days past due is once they send that money to a collections agency.
But as you showed us yesterday, if you try to call the company, good luck because it goes direct to email and their box is full.
And their mailbox is full, so I believe that they were taking care of that today. And I was actually told by the corporate office that if anyone who wants to, members or former members who want to revisit their contract or modify their contract, that they will be happy to do so.
Frankly,
That's
hasn't
nice.
this happened
Nice of
in
them.
years
Yeah, I'm
past?
sure. I'm sure they'll
So
revisit
kind.
the contract. I'm sure you'll go in and go, I'd like to revisit this. And they'll say, okay, let's see here. Oh, you signed up for 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you say you got to read all that stuff, but if you have a salesperson sitting across from you saying, all right, well, it looks like, you've said, all right, I need to sign up for a 3-month membership. You're writing a check for $180 or you run your credit card.
Yeah.
I would have gotten duped on it. I'm not going to sit there and read all the fine print if I can hear you trust them to have you sign on the line that confirms what you've discussed.
Something like that should not be fine print.
Right.
What you're buying shouldn't be fine print.
It
Just the
shouldn't be.
details.
But who knows? I mean, I haven't seen their contract or how it's written, but everybody's been burned by something like this at some point or another because you get a salesperson and you just trust what they're telling you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been burned by this stuff too. At a car dealer, I got burned on the same thing. So you're telling me you're going to do this? Yes. Oh, okay, great. And then you sign and then you go back and look at it later and you go, wait a minute, I got screwed here. This isn't what you told me. Well, it's what you signed.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing you can do about it, you know. And
it seems like it's happening to a lot of people in this case.
But especially, I mean, this is kind of like gyms have the reputation of used car lots.
Some of them.
At this
Some
point,
do,
right?
yeah.
Well, I'd say,
and there's some
I would say
used car
gyms
lots
in
that are
general
good, but
have that
there's some shady ones that exist.
And that's not to say even a majority of used car lots are bad. I'm saying they have a reputation. So even if you're going to a good one, you need to do your diligence because there are ones like this out there that will try to get you. And unfortunately, if you sign it, they've got you. Whether it's fair or unfair, I mean, everybody would agree, well, that's unfair if you're not telling people. But
I think you just have to feel it out. I actually went to this place when I was looking for a gym membership a while back. This place was right around the corner from my old house. And on their website, it said, click here, fill out this information, and we'll give you a free 30-day pass. And so I think, they said, we'll email you a 30-day pass. Did all that. The email said, you have to come in, talk to us, and then we'll email you your 30-day pass. I already think that is super. I don't like what's going on.
No, it's timeshare stuff. But that's the same tactic.
I went in because it was going to be that convenient. So I go in, and instead of just, I go, hey, sign up for a 30-day pass. I'd like it. I had to do the whole, okay, well, first we have to take you around. And then they were like, we'll talk memberships first.
Nope.
Before exactly.
Nope, I already did. I got this 30-day. I'm going to give it a try, and then I'll be back.
And it was worth it.
Just let me use it. Let me use it for 30 days. If I like it, I'll be back.
It was more than worth it for me to never go there again and then just drive a little farther to, I ended up going with Planet Fitness, and I was really happy with that.
It seems like most people have.
Yeah.
Or a lot of people do. Most people seem happy with them.
Steve is.
Yeah,
Steve's getting
absolutely.
buff. He uses it all the time.
I have no clue what you guys are talking about.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
You've been very satisfied at Planet Fitness.
I have been.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate we're going to have to send them a bill now because they just got a freebie.
Yeah, right?
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
That's our own version of
that one's free,
fitness.
But next time.
You didn't know you were signing up for a commercial today, but you got one.
You signed a 3-year deal.
We're going to have to bill you for that.
That's right.
You didn't tell us not to do one. You didn't opt out
Radio
in
fine
the box when you built in Grand Rapids.
Pearl Jam, Yellow Ledbetter. 97.9 GRD Rocks.